Hello and welcome everybody, it's me Spuds, and today we're going to take another look at City Skylines 2. I know we had a bit of a rant about it last time and uninstalled it, but since then Teddy Radco's done a great thing and posted a video of how we unlock this game with developer mode. If I just quickly switch across to Steam, in your Steam library, if you come to your City Skylines and go down to properties, under general in your launch options you want -developer mode, capital M for the M. Nice one Teddy for showing us all how to do that. That means that we can unlock the game basically with the dev tools, which, yeah, very nice. Now just before I actually jump into a new game, quickly show you the options here. Now at the moment you'll see we've got it running at 1440p and 144 Hz. Now, yeah, gonna want the graphics on high, but I don't think we actually need it, even though we are getting 100 frames a second. What I'm gonna do is lock this at 24 frames a second and leave VSync on. Hopefully that should give us a nice smooth experience with high graphics. One or two other things we want to turn off. Depth of field already disabled. There's one further down here somewhere, the motion blur. Yeah, let's disable that. Right. Let's start a new game. Gonna be going for this Ampere map, weird name, chiefly because 66% build area, by far the biggest of all of them. Also nice that it's European and Northern Hemisphere. So let's select that. Now normally if I was to select unlimited money or unlock all, as you see down here, selecting unlock all or unlimited money disables achievements. So we're going to get around that with the fact that we've started with developer mode. We're effectively going to still play with unlock all, and well, not exactly unlimited money, but certainly a hell of a lot of money after we've run this quick cheese. Now with the dev mode, I'm going to hit tab and that brings up this menu, and then if I come into gameplay over here, I'm going to hit next milestone and we can just go straight through the milestones, unlocking everything. Now I probably could just hit unlock all, but that probably won't give us the cash. See, we've got 600,000 off the first one there. I'm just going to click through these, and hopefully this also shouldn't have disabled achievements. And there we go, indeed we got an achievement for getting to the end of that. Close. So what did that give us? 62 million. That's a reasonable amount of cash. Now it's not exactly infinite, but it's certainly more than you're ever going to need, I would have thought, to play the game with at the start. But it's also unlocked everything in the skill tree. We can literally go through now just buying everything. Right, okay, now we've gone through the whole skill tree, filling it out. We've unlocked everything now, so very nice. And yes, we've got our big wedge of money, but before we go jumping in, there's one thing I forgot we should do, and that's name the city, isn't it? So we're going to name it Store Stad, and that's kind of in honour of Teddy because he unlocked it, and that's a literal translation of Grand Cheese Town. Which is what this is going to be, is it not? Right, okay, so I think we're more or less ready to actually start getting building here. But just quickly before I do, with this game, I do recommend checking a few things first, like where your bits and bobs of groundwater are. So I'm thinking, yeah, we'll use this one over here for our water intake. I was thinking of putting the geothermal power plant over here because that requires water, but I'm thinking actually we'll just start with a couple of wind turbines just to get us going. Let's have a look at our natural resources, yeah, because we've got a bit of ore over here, so I think we'll make use of that. Obviously got some forestry going up over there. Anything else handy? A little bit of farming over there. Some oil. More forestry, a bit more farming there. Right. What about wind? Where's wind? Air pollution. Okay, so the prevailing wind is offshore. Right. That's not bad, that's handy. Right, okay, I'll jump in, get us a little bit of water and power going on the first couple of streets, and just before I do, I'll show you this. This is the main tool we'll be using as our kind of finder. This is on the home key. And quick tip when using this one, don't hit this little X. If you do, you'll have to restart your game. If you want to get rid of that menu again, hit home again. So yeah, that's what we'll be using to find our things to detail with and plop our buildings and stuff. Right, I shall see you in a few moments after we get our first little bits and bobs in. Right, okay, so we've got just a few streets in, just a very basic start at the minute. As you can see, a bit lifeless, not a great deal going on at the moment. It's, yeah, right, so anyway, looking at these fences and rocks and what have you, so we were able to use the menu up here to get some fences and rocks in and stuff. If I bring up the fences, I think these were residential high one. There we go. Now, as you can see, we can place them, but yeah, it doesn't like them overlapping. So it is a case of you have to place these individually one at a time, and see, if I go too close I'll get the collision. Doesn't like it, so you got to just come close, and I can't actually control what colour these fences are going to lay down. It seems to be just randomising them. So yes, we can use this for detailing. Whether you want to, in terms of how long it's going to take you to do something like line a street with fences, and I'm holding right click to rotate that there, and it's kind of fiddly, I must admit. So yeah, well, we could, as I say, use it for detail, and you can decide yourself how much use you might find that. And yeah, it does change the colours randomly on that one. Did also find some rocks. Now these rocks, there's quite a few of them, but they all seem to be pretty much the same size. If I just grab a few different random ones. Again, the same issue with these is you can't overlap them, which is a little bit of annoyance. You can only get these within a certain amount of closeness to each other. I did find one other size of rock. These boulder ones, which much larger. There's a random one there that gives us different ones on each occasion. So yeah, you see you can't overlap them, which is somewhat annoying. So yes, we can use the dev tools to do some detailing, but how useful that really is, we can't really use these as with a line tool. We can kind of use them with a brush if we want. Not much use really for one of the main things we'd use, which would be a fence. So you see, it's just placing random fence pieces down, and if you go back to single, there is an option there to snap to a road, and if you go to the road, it will snap, but it snaps to the center of the road and you can't actually place it. So yeah, not really that much use. And as I was saying, let's speed this up and see if we get any life. As I was saying, it seems a bit lifeless. Oh, we've got a couple of vehicles going about, but compared to CS1, I mean, I know we haven't got many houses in there, only about 40 houses or so. Not seeing a great deal of stuff going on. And I noticed that as well with the parks. I come into the parks and I grab say one of the sports parks, for instance the basketball court. Now if I place that in CS1, you would see a couple of people playing basketball. In this, it's just nothing, it just sits there as a playing court. It's, yeah, a bit lifeless. It's the same for all of them. In the skate park, lovely skate park, but nobody's actually using it, which is a kind of shame. There is a skate park in CS1 and you do see people using it, as you do with the basketball court. And yet we can use this home and search feature for buildings as well if we want, which I did do for the buildings we placed down. I go L1 and scroll down to EU low residential low. These were the kind of buildings I was using here, the EU residential low 2 and 2, 2x3, 3x3 and stuff, which you can place down and stuff, but if you do, you then have to come back in and put your zoning underneath, so be aware of that. You see how that one's just instantly despawned itself. I pick another one, let's see, 2x3. Put a couple of them in, you've straight away got a zone underneath those. See, it even de-zoned before I even got that one built there. So yeah, if you're going to do that, probably best to pause your game. Let's see, put a 3x3 in there. And then come back in and zone before it despawns itself. So yeah, decide for yourself how much use that is. So anyway, I'm going to leave it here. I'll see you for the next video. We'll probably come back into CS1 for the next video on Hexagiggle. And I'm thinking we'll probably take a look at some forestry in the next one in the CS1 city we've been working on for a while. Right, I'll see you all next time, and thank you all for watching, and I hope you do all that good stuff, like, comment, subscribe and what have you, and I shall see you all next time.